So I encountered a little bit of difficulty when determining how I was going to do this video, but I finally settled on PowerPoint. So here's my equipment roster. Hi, I'm HO Hobbyist and I am the model railroader. Let's get started. So, in this video I'm going to go over all the equipment I have, except for like track and stuff like that, but I'm going to go over rolling stock, locomotives, and controllers. However, but first I want to tell you what a little bit about the equipment roster videos because I've not done any yet. So I'm going to make a full equipment roster overview once per year. Probably after Christmas in case I get anything. Then. That says once a month. I think I'm gonna do it bi-monthly. Bi-monthly, I will outline any changes to my equipment roster. And if I don't do it, it means there aren't any changes. So if I received a new locomotive and purchased some rolling stock in January, I might make a video either in February or January saying that since the last outline I've purchased these things. If you want to see a full equipment roster on demand anytime, check my website. That is updated once a month as opposed to every 2 months. Starting off with the Lehigh Valley Railroad summary, I have 3 locomotives and an additional B unit in terms of power, and I have 8 pieces of rolling stock for the Lehigh Valley as well, and all 8 pieces of rolling stock are freight. So the way I have this laid out is I have photos on the right and then the facts on the left, and under facts I have statistics, or the quick facts, and then a little bit more. So this is my Alco FA1 and FB1 by Lifelike Proto 2000 series. Their road numbers are 530 to 531. They run on the DC analog control. And, excuse me, the A unit is in the shop because it has jerky movement. I think it might just need maintenance because it was my first functioning locomotive, so it probably just needs some maintenance for that. And the B unit is still functional because I haven't used it nearly as much. They are going to be my primary freight haulers on my layout, but I do have a backup one in case it becomes necessary. My second locomotive is the EMD SW9 1200. The road number is 292. It runs on DC and it's by Lifelike Proto 2000 series as well. The status is functional. It's a yard worker, but it could be used on the road. But most of the time I'll be using it in the yard. It's the only switcher I have as of now, and at least for the time being it's going to remain that way, and especially be the only one for the Lehigh Valley Railroad. It will work in the largest yard on the layout, so if I have a smaller one that belongs to Amtrak or the Pennsylvania Valley Excursion Company, I won't be using it there. My third locomotive is my Alco Century C628. Funny how this worked out. This one's also by Lifelike, but it's not a Proto 2000. Its road number is 638. It also runs on DC, and its status is functional. It is a spare freight locomotive in case the FA1 and FB1 are not available. These are all the boxcars I have. I have 5 of them. The 3 on the top row, they all use knuckle couplers, but I just have them divided because they did not fit in the picture frame. The other stock I have includes these 3 Walthers hoppers and a Bachmann caboose. Sorry the picture is not the greatest, but these are what I had and I didn't have time to set up a new one. So, moving on to Amtrak. I don't have a summary for this one because I don't have as much. The only locomotive I have for Amtrak is the EMD-EA unit. I have a powered and 2 dummies. One of the dummies I actually bought from someone else just for couplers, because I lost the couplers from my first one. The road number is 235. It runs on DC. It's by IHC, so it's worth probably not very much, but it's more valuable than something of equal design from a modern company, and it is functional. And it's my only passenger locomotive as of now, because I do not have the Alco 260 courtesy of Bachmann for the Pennsylvania Valley Excursion Company yet. So, rolling stock for Amtrak. I have a coach on the top left. It's not functional. It has couplers in this picture, but it doesn't have couplers in real life anymore. A dome, Vistadome car on the top right. It's also by Rivarossi, and it is functional. And a diner by IHC, and that is functional as well. It's pretty nice. I got that one brand new. That's on the bottom. The remainder of the rolling stock for Amtrak includes the duplex sleeper by IHC and functional on the top, and the baggage car, which is actually pretty nice. It's very lightweight. That surprised me a lot about it. I didn't know what to expect from the other 4, but that one was the first one I got. That is also by IHC, and it is functional as well. So the final segment of my equipment roster overview is my model railroad controls. I have 2 different controllers, one which I use frequently, one which I don't use much. Actually, I haven't used at all. My MRC Rail Power 1370 is analog control for DC, and the DCC digital controller I have is the NC Power Cap. So those of you who, I don't remember if I posted this to my personal account or my public account, you might remember me having a Tyco controller. The Tyco controller was my dad's, and it died. And I bought the Rail Power 1370 to replace it, and I like it. I do like having a lot more speed control, but above a certain point, you never go in there because it's way too fast. That's all for now. Thank you for watching. I hope I can keep up my once a week starting from now. We'll see how that goes. I'm actually recording this the day after I uploaded my website tour. I'm recording it in advance, so all I have to do is, as soon as next week comes around, I can just upload it like this, and it'll be ready, and then I can focus on next week's, I think, working on advance instead of going, oh my gosh, it's the next week, I have to do it right now. So, I'm trying this strategy. I think it should work. But, of course, as I've said before, high school does come before other stuff like this. So, please do consider subscribing, so when I finally start uploading actual train content, you guys don't miss it. My next video, I'm not sure. I think my next video will be about an estate lot that I got. Overview of that, and which video I'll be using, which video I'll be passing on to my brother, etc. So stay tuned for that. And please do consider subscribing, like I said before, so you are notified. If you need to interact, if you want to interact with me about anything at this point in this stage in the game, I'm open to interacting. And yeah, that's basically all I have to say for now. So, besides I have to go, I have a train to catch, so if you need me, I'll be on the other end of the Lehigh Valley Railroad. Bye!